drawing, retracing the carvings that are on the bench from people having put their names on it with the stick. I don't know if you can hear me. I hope you can hear me. It's really beautiful up here. Happy Civil Rights Day. Like, happy MLK Day. It's a wonderful day to celebrate. We were working on finding walking sticks as we were coming up the trail. It's fascinating because they've cleared a lot of the brush down here. I'll show you guys. It's such a beautiful trail. I am in Prescott, Arizona, just north. Let's see, just north of my house here. He's gonna go down the challenging way. All right, one step at a time. You got it. Lean back. That takes you down. He came up that way, so he knows it a little bit. Takes you down to this path down here, which wraps around just north of my mom's house and just southeast of town. And we're right next to, I honestly don't know where the borders are, but we're right next to Acker Park here in Prescott, Arizona. And I love coming up here because it's only like a 15-minute hike from my house, my mom's house. And you can see the entire city from up here. This wraps around. It reminds me of Pet Sematary. The Bluff and Pet Cemetery. I rewatched the movie when I was older, and it doesn't look anything like it. But, you know, it's just an association I happen to make. And you come up here, and this goes all the way around. It's a big circle, and you can see the entire city. It's absolutely gorgeous. There's P Mountain, and there's the casino over there. He came back up the hill. It's so pretty here. It's a mile high and anywhere from 10 to 15 degrees cooler than, warmer than Flagstaff. So I love coming up here. Here you have Thumb Butte in the distance. I guess I was thinking, oh, I could bury my dog. I lost a dog when I was little. It was a little traumatic for me. So when I came up here when I was little, I thought I could bury Splash up here and see what happens. Anyhow, there goes Greg. If you look off in the distance, the trail goes down just to the south of us, and they cleared out all the brush. People, there's a lot of different stories as to why they decided to do it. It also looks like they had a controlled burn. And so they came in, I don't know how many years ago, and it's regrowing from that. So you can tell because the brush is gray. You'll see when we get there. So we're going to come up over here. And bear with me, my camera skills, because we're hiking together. They didn't used to have a fence around that when I was little. That's a new fence. And somebody created this, which is fascinating. It's like a crop circle with rocks. There's a little candle in there. What are these called? I see these when I'm hiking, and I'm curious. It's fascinating. So you've got these little guys here, and then you come further down, and you can see where the yellow grass is down there, just beyond the dead grass. It's all been cleared out. You used to walk through here, and Granted, this area was pretty open, but when you go beyond, the javelina would be right next to you as you're hiking. So you had to be careful because, you know, if the mamas have their babies, they're protective. He wants to break that stick. He's working really hard at it. Little ninja warrior. Some people are hiking down the hill. So if you come over here, I'm gonna take you back towards my mom's house. This is really beautiful too. So when I had my real estate license, I met with a gentleman. Oh, I can't remember his name. It was a while ago, and it was just a random meeting in a coffee shop or something like that. It was pretty casual, and he had lived here as long as I have, maybe 15 degrees, about 15 years longer. And we were talking about the history of Prescott, and he had told me that this is called the old Polly McDonald property. And one of my dear friends, Jenny McDonald, actually went to my mom's Montessori school here in the 1970s. And her grandfather, who's part of the Polly McDonald landowners up here. And so they developed all of this, and that's why you have the streets Polly and McDonald. I live on Polly. My mom lives on Polly. We all live on Polly. And then McDonald's right above us. And so they call these the foothills. And they've developed it to where there are all these new homes behind us, and it's so beautiful. And, you know, there's probably an HOA here or there. However, all of the homes are different. And you can tell everybody, you know, brought their creative ingenuity. There's so many different types of architecture, and it's just really beautiful if you get a chance to drive up there and look at the homes. I believe this is Prescott Christian Church. They had a phenomenal event on Halloween. It was so much fun. They filled that place with bounce houses and had food and these, like, I think they call them rhinos. They had off-road vehicles and golf carts, and everybody brought their ATVs to cart people down to Mount Vernon so you could walk up and down Mount Vernon on Halloween, which is a famous event here in Prescott. He loves climbing trees. What kind of tree is this? Is it juniper? If you know, comment, let us know. It's beautiful. So you've got the houses over there, all over the hill. It's so pretty. It doesn't usually get more than 95 degrees here. Occasionally it'll hit 100. We don't have an air conditioning. You just open the windows. A friend of mine installed a ceiling fan. Turn on the ceiling fan, and it's just an absolutely beautiful town. It's getting busy. 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Friday, coming from Flagstaff, coming from the 169 on the 69, there was traffic. And it was stop and go. 3 o'clock in the afternoon on a Friday afternoon next to Costco, once you hit Costco. So here's an example that I was looking for of all the brush that's been cleared away. And a lot of the people I've met like the fact that it's been cleared away. It's taken away, you know, a lot of animals' homes. They've had to relocate because it was literally wall-to-wall bushes. These bushes were just everywhere and totally overgrown, and the javelina would be right next to you. And I loved it. I thought it was mysterious and fun. And so they cleared all of this out, and now you can see the views, and you can see around you. You don't have to worry about any critters in the bushes. But a little bit saddening. So anyhow, that's our hike to Acker Park that we go on as often as we can in the mornings here in Prescott. I hope you all have a wonderful MLK Civil Rights Day. And let's remember to honor those who came before us and all the amazing things that they did to make ways so that we can enjoy our time here in the present.